Hello and welcome to week 6 of Parker's Picks. This is the drive-through edition. I pulled over. I'm right here next to Legacy ER. No, this is not a paid sponsorship, but I am requesting them to do an MRI on Dak Prescott's throwing shoulder because anybody who watched the Cowboys last week knows it was a hot freaking mess. Something is clearly not right with that shoulder. All right, I got my picks here. I'm going to go through it. I got to get these on the record before the game start. Ravens at the Titans. I'm taking the Ravens all day. Easy one. Commanders at the Falcons. I'm going to go Falcons here. Commanders are playing pretty bad. If we look at the weapons, I think Bijan Robinson's going to have a big day against the Commanders. They have not been able to stop the run, surprisingly, because they got Chase Young on the defensive line. They can't stop the run. I'm going to go with Bijan Robinson and the Falcons. Seahawks at the Bengals. This is a tough matchup here. Seahawks, they've done really well for the most part stopping the run, but they cannot stop the pass. And when I look at the Bengals, they're obviously a pass-heavy team. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Obviously, T. Higgins was questionable last time I checked, but I think he's probably going to play, and I think Jamar Chase is due for another really big game just like last week. I'm taking the Bengals. Colts at the Jags. I'm going to go Jags here. This one's also tough. However, Anthony Richardson being out makes me want to go with the Jags. Now, listen, had Anthony Richardson been playing, I would probably go with Colts. Their offensive line is really good. We can't underestimate that. However, I'm going Jags. Panthers at the Dolphins. Dolphins, obviously. Vikings at the Bears. Actually, a pretty tough matchup here with Justin Jefferson out. However, I still just think the Vikings have a better team. I think they're going to win, and quite frankly, the Bears might be tanking. I don't even know. The Bears had a really good game last week against the Commanders. I could see the Bears pulling off a win here, absolutely, but I just think the Vikings, Kirk Cousins, everything, they're going to come out. I think they're going to be all right. They still got Hawkinson. They still got, Jordan Addison. They're going to be all right. I'm taking the Vikings. 49ers at the Browns. 49ers. Saints at the Texans. Give me the Saints. Patriots at the Raiders. This is another one that was kind of tough for me. I am going to end up going Raiders here, though. Mac Jones, if he even plays quarterback today, he cannot throw. They're having a really hard time on offense. And they're also not really stopping the pass too well. And so, which is surprising, But we look at the Raiders. Obviously, Devontae Adams, he's going to be due for a big game. But more importantly, I think Josh Jacobs is going to have a really big game. And I think that he's going to be the deciding factor against the Patriots. However, I will say, Ramondre Stevenson, I am expecting him to have a big game today as well. This might be his biggest game of the entire season. I'm thinking Ramondre Stevenson is going to have a very big game. But neither of these teams have done a great job. I think it's going to be a very run-decided game. And quite frankly, are you going to take Ramondre Stevenson or Josh Jacobs? I'm going to go Josh Jacobs. So, Raiders. I rambled on that one. Lions against the Bucks. I'm going Lions. I know the Bucks are playing really well, but we got to look at the weapons. Again, the Lions are loaded on offense. Now, the Bucks have a pretty good defense, and that could make a difference, but I just don't see the Bucks beating the Lions. Cardinals at the Rams. Give me the Rams. Eagles at the Jets. Obviously, give me the Eagles. Sorry. Giants at the Bills. We're going to go Bills here, of course. Giants are really bad. And then Cowboys at the Chargers. Obviously, unfortunately, I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Like I said, my partner here, Legacy ER, I'm thinking hopefully they were able to perform a miracle. I mean, actually, I don't know if anybody could perform a miracle to get Dak Prescott throwing the ball well, but I'm thinking maybe we got that all figured out. I'm going to go with Dak Prescott. And I'm not going to go with Dak Prescott, but I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I'm hoping, Dan Quinn versus Kellen Moore. I'm thinking Dan Quinn probably has had enough time looking at Kellen Moore's play calls that I think he's going to maybe be able to stop that Chargers offense. I'm thinking we're going to hold them less than 24 points. And I'm thinking that Chargers defense is so bad other than Nick Bosa. So I'm thinking our Cowboys can probably break 30 to 35 here. I'm going to go, even though Dak Prescott can't throw it, I'm going with the Cowboys. Not to mention CeeDee Lamb has been vocal about trying to get the ball more. So I think they're going to try and get him more involved. And I think the Cowboys are going to pull off a win today. And then I think the Rangers are going to beat the crap out of the Astros tonight. So it's going to be a good day as a Dallas sports fan. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you week 7 when we're in first place.